Eat my short. I am short. Very little. Tiny little. I am short. Everybody. I am short. Super short. Little. I am short. I am short. I am short. MHOG podcast. Zen. Little. Short.
And welcome back to MHOG's Little Shorts. I'm Wayne, and back again is the man, the myth, the hot sauce legend. Dangerous Dustin is here.
Woo!
That's right. Today, we're going to talk about something else that's super toxic. We're going to talk about the Toxic Avenger series, man. Dude, I remember watching these fucking movies when I was a little kid going, wow, this is incredible. And you know, most people don't like these films. Like, the normal movie goer doesn't like this kind of movie. But I loved it. I still do.
Oh yeah, I mean, Troma had bunches of great, like, you know, I say great to me, but like to the normal person, be like, why would you watch this crap?
Exactly. But I think most people's first introduction to Troma is the Toxic Avenger. Most people. The other one for me was Class of Nukem High. Those were the two that were the first two films that I saw that Troma ever put out.
Oh, definitely. That, the other one I remember was one of the first ones I seen was Dead Dudes in the House.
Oh, yeah, that's good too. But, so, what about the Toxic Avenger that really is the most iconic thing about this film? Because, I mean, obviously, it is a low-budget film. It was put out years and years ago. Most people have swept it under the door. You know, it is a cult classic. What keeps this film being in the limelight so long? Like, it's still there. People know what it is. You know what I mean? Like, it's still there.
I think it's just, I mean, you know, it's people like us that introduce it to other people. I mean, like my kids, they know about it because of me. It ain't because they seen it somewhere and was like, man, what is this? No, like, they've seen it with me. So I think that's one of the things. And then, like, the internet now, you know, they putting that stuff out. I think you could even watch it free on YouTube now. So, you know, somebody can come across just watching something and be like, man, what is this? Or I might have heard, like, Toxic. Well, let me look that up, you know. So it's just, I mean, there's a bunch of different spots you could try to, you know, watch it or might have heard of it now.
Right. I remember, like, trying to see that movie, and, like, the only time you could ever see it was, like, USA Up All Night. You had to stay up till, like, 2 in the morning to watch it or some shit.
Yeah, you wouldn't find it on two. I mean, you wasn't watching, like, HBO back in them days, or it's like CBS or something. And
Right.
Like, oh, it's Toxic. But that wasn't.
Nowadays, a lot of that stuff is more accessible, like you said. It's so much easier to get to. But if you had to say in those movies, what do you remember most? Like, what is the scene you remember most from the Toxic Avenger?
Like, I mean, I remember, like, just off the top of my head right now, I see it right now. Whenever they in the gym and they're like, oh, Melvin, I forget the girl's name. She's like, oh, Melvin, close your eyes and put this on. You're making me so hot. And then everybody's, you know, we don't know if you've never seen it. You don't know about it. But then, so I'm about to spoil it. So if you don't want to hear spoilers, jump off. But, yeah, so then next thing you know, she's like, oh, I want to kiss. And they turn on the lights. He ends up kissing the sheep. He didn't know, and like everybody starts laughing. He falls straight out the window into the toxic goo. And I mean, then it's on from there.
Yep. Now, I was about to say the same thing, man. That's probably that's probably the first, like, true image is him falling out of the window into the vat of fucking toxic waste.
Yeah, it wasn't even supposed to be there.
That's right. That's right. It's not even supposed to be there. God dang it. Did you ever watch any of the other? I mean, they had 5 sequels or 4 sequels, I think, to the movie.
I think 4, I believe. I want to say there was 4 of them.
I think you're right.
I want to say it was working maybe on the 5th one.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I do know. I do know there was some grumblings about a new one, but I do remember the 4th one coming out, but I don't know if they made a fifth or not. I don't remember what I'm saying. I do remember there is a fourth one because I do remember the poster for it. But did you ever see any of those?
Oh, I've seen them all. I've got the whole box set of the whole movies and the cartoon series. I even, a few years back, we went to the Prathanda Theater. They actually were showing it over there, and I was like, oh, we got to go. And then Lloyd Kaufman was actually there, and they had the Toxic Avenger, which I'm sure it wasn't an actual guy, but,
yeah.
you know, somebody dressed. So we was like, oh, yeah, we got to go. And I think they played it at like maybe 8, 9 o'clock at night. And, you know, nicest fella, he just like you see him on the movies and TV, you know, nicest guy, and met him and everything. I bought a couple of Blu-rays and everything. And he's like signing stuff for free. So I had brought my set with me, and he signed that. And then he had this comic book he threw in because I bought some stuff, and he's like, oh, I signed that too. And then I even got the I Love Tromaville High on the back of my truck, which, I mean, if you know about all that, you know what it is. But other people's like, man, I ain't never heard of that school. What kind of weird stuff is this?
Nah, dude, that's freaking awesome. Yeah, I heard he's a very nice man, and I've heard nothing but good things about him. And that was supposed to be my second question, man, is if you ever saw the cartoon, but obviously you did.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't see it when it was actually on TV. I don't even know. Might have been US, maybe, that might have had it, maybe. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I never saw it on TV either. I saw it on DVD, but
because of you know what it was.
Yeah, I mean it's the same with the Garbage Pail Kid cartoon. I've never seen that on TV, but that exists, you know.
Yeah.
But well, yeah. So that's it. I mean, honestly, man, these films are cult classics. They're incredible. Those characters will be icons forever in the horror, you know, genre, just because of, you know, I don't know. It was a very unique and incredible character. The action figures were awesome. You know, it was a very cool thing. So yeah, so that's it, man. You got anything else for these people to tell them about Toxic Avenger before we cut out?
I mean, I'm just gonna say if you never watched it, watch it. But of course, I'm gonna tell you, do not take little Johnny and Susie with you when you watch it. Like, it's definitely not for kids because there's tits and everything else. So,
oh yeah,
it's definitely a more mature movie. So definitely, you know, if you're a mature person, I'd say watch it even at least once. And if you don't like it, I mean, what's the difference? I'm sure you've spent more time doing something else that was worthless, you know?
Yeah, that you didn't like to do. Exactly. So anyway, thank you, Dustin, for that insight on the Toxic Avenger. And remember, everybody loves Little Short.
I'm short. Everybody. I'm short. Super short. Little. Little short. I love short. I love short.